So Thursday, I had the misfortune of putting a tear into my hamstring. So yeah, not particularly happy, with it. It could have been a lot worse. So you know what? Just look at the silver lining. I get to put a lot more work into upper body now. It's off season. Nothing's overly important, and after I tore the hamstring when I got home, I just did a few sets of light squats just to assess the damage before the pain set in. And yeah, I was able to do that, fine. So I know, the damage I've done isn't anything that's going to impact me greatly later on. Having said that, it'll probably take me 3 or so weeks until I work back into some heavier weights. There's no big rush at the moment anyway, so I may as well go a little bit higher with some of the front squat volume. That way I can keep the load, a little bit more sub-maximal. And then yeah, this is just me mucking around with some pull-ups. I did them a little bit differently by just grabbing onto the 100 mil by 100 mil cross posts. Yeah, definitely feel it in your forearms doing it this way. Shoulders didn't mind going all the way down. They still weren't particularly happy with it. And then after that, it was outside muck around with some of the natural stones. I found when I tried to press overhead, stabilizing myself, especially on soft ground, wasn't particularly easy. It gives you an idea of how much the hamstrings have to work, regardless of what movement they're doing. The same could be said, with quads or calves or anything like that. As soon as you're load bearing and then trying to stabilize, whatever's sore, you're gonna feel it. So yeah, it was more the discomfort in the hamstring that cut the reps short as opposed to the actual weight overhead. And the night before, Friday night, I did some overhead press just with a barbell, and I sort of felt the same thing. Just couldn't get quite, as stable as I wanted. Things felt a little bit off. Nothing like too bad, still in the active recovery, zone in terms of load going through the hamstring. But yeah, goal this week, Monday, will just be, light front squats, get the movement pattern, clean, make sure that I'm moving well, do some very light leg curls, stuff like that. So just another day.